Hey guys, welcome to Home Sweet Homeschool. If you're new here, my name is Ashley and I'm a homeschooling mom to one. And in today's video, I did a little interview with my child because this video is a part of a collaboration hosted by Jessica from the Waldock Way. And it's about homeschooling an only child. And today's video is a Q&A video. Now, my son did not want to be on camera. He hasn't wanted to be on camera in years, and I totally respect that. And so I asked him this stuff off camera. He's like, I don't even want my voice on camera. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So I have his answers and then I will elaborate on them just a little bit because he is short, sweet, and to the point. Unless you're talking about anime or manga or Japanese film, he doesn't have a lot to say. So he gave me very simple answers, and so I'll try to help him out and elaborate on those. I hope you noticed my thumbnail. These are pictures that I actually used a long time ago, the last time I interviewed him. And I mean, this was from years ago. He is 17 years old now. He's not that little boy that's in the pictures, but I thought they were so cute. And I thought since this was my second interview with him, I would use those. He's still that crazy and that funny. And so I wanted to put those on there. So let's get into the Q&A, but I do want to remind you to please watch the playlist that's going to be linked in the description so you can hear what the other moms have to share. We're just here to let other people know that there are homeschoolers out there that just have an only child, and we're going to help you and show you that it is possible. So I'm going to have my notes here because I have the questions and what he said. So these were the top 5 questions that Jessica had seen or heard over the years about homeschooling an only child. And so that's what we're answering. So the first question that I asked him was, do you ever feel lonely being homeschooled without siblings? And his response was, no, I enjoy solitude. And if that's not the most fitting response for him, he does love being around friends, but he also respects his time being alone. He loves to sit and read. He likes to watch anime. He likes being alone, and he's okay with that. So he's like, no, I don't ever feel lonely. But then he told me, he's like, I don't think that being homeschooled as an only child, he said, you could feel lonely. He said, but even when I went to public school and maybe wasn't having a good day, I could feel lonely there too. And I'm like, so wise, sir. So he said, no, he likes the solitude. So that's great. Question number 2, how do you make friends as a homeschooled only child? And he said, we went to co-op and I go to meetups. And I said, you're exactly right. So I do encourage you, if you have an only child, to find a local co-op. If you have that ability in your area to join a local co-op, it was nothing but positive for us. And I can say that those people that we spent time with at co-op, we were there for probably 4 years and then it broke up. But we are still friends with those people. Those are the people that we meet up with till this day. We go to the movies with them on Mondays. We do things with them throughout the week. That's where he met his best friend. So it is possible for your kids to make friends. So definitely look for homeschool co-ops. If you don't want something that serious, look for homeschool meetups. But what I liked about the co-op is it was something regularly scheduled. So we went every week on Mondays, all day long, so he knew he was going to get to see them then. And so now we have to schedule things for us to get together, but definitely join a co-op because that's how he made his friends. All right, third question. What's your favorite thing about being homeschooled as an only child? And he said what he likes about it is he's on his own time frame. He does not have to wait on anybody else to learn. That was one of his things he hated about public school, was if someone was throwing a fit, which happened a lot at our school, or if someone didn't understand, or somebody was just taking longer, or there was just an interruption, you were on somebody else's time. And the learning had to be, you had to wait, you had to sit and wait. And that's something he doesn't have to do. When he decides when he's ready to start, we work on his, whatever kind of routine and rhythm he wants to go off of, and he's able to get it done in his time so that he can do other things with his time, and he appreciates that. So that's his favorite thing. He's on his own time frame. He gets his work done when he wants to. Now, the 4th question says, do you ever wish you had someone to do school with? And he says, no, I don't have to wish that, because if you didn't know, I also have been teaching his best friend for years. The friend that we met at co-op started homeschooling with us a long time ago. And we were doing it actually together. He would come at 10 o'clock in the morning and we would do things together. But as they have gotten older, they're on different sleep schedules, which is completely fine because we're flexible. So my son does work in the morning. He sometimes has work that he has to do when the other boys get here, because not only do I teach his best friend, I also teach my cousin's 2 boys. And so they come over at 1, all the other kids do, because afternoon works best for them. So sometimes he has work that he does alongside of them. So he does have other people here in the afternoon. So he's like, I don't have to wish for that because they do have people that come over. So that might be an option if you're open to teaching other people's children, and it may be kids that are close to your son's age. It doesn't have to necessarily be, but it would work out better. That could be an option for you. I'll link a video that I did about teaching other people's children down below, because he doesn't have to wish for that, because 3 out of the 4 days that we do homeschool, there are other kids over here. So he doesn't have to wish for that. And number 5, do you like working one-on-one with your mom or dad, or would you rather be in a group? And he says one-on-one, definitely. He has been to public school. He went to preschool, private preschool when he was 4 and 5. He entered kindergarten at 6. He was in my classroom, and then he went to my public school through the 2nd grade, and then he went to a private school in 3rd grade until we had worked it out where that I could come and stay home. So he's worked in a group. He knows how to do group work. He's done group work at co-op, and usually he is the leader of that. He's really good about, you know, getting people together, getting them started, giving them ideas. He's a great leader. So he knows how to work in a group, and he's like, I don't mind group work, but I'd prefer to work by myself. And that's how I always was, because I knew I could do my very best and I didn't have to worry about what anybody else was doing. And that's how he is. He's like, I just kind of want to do my own work. I can work with a group fine, but I'd rather work one-on-one with the parents. So that was his answers. So like I said, he's an 11th grader. He's 17 years old, and we have been successfully homeschooling an only child since he started the 4th grade. So I hope this was encouraging to you. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching.